What is the speed limit in a Georgia school zone unless otherwise posted? Option A. 15 miles per hour. Option B. 20 miles per hour. Option C. 25 miles per hour. Option D. 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. 20 miles per hour. Georgia school zone speed limits are 20 miles per hour when school zone lights are flashing. Fines are significantly higher for speeding in school zones in Georgia. What does Georgia's Hands-Free Georgia Act require? Option A. Only texting is prohibited. Option B. Drivers may not hold or use a phone in any way while driving hands-free only. Option C. Speakerphone is allowed if held away from the face. Option D. Calls are allowed at red lights. The correct answer is B. Drivers may not hold or use a phone in any way while driving hands-free only. Georgia's Hands-Free Georgia Act, 2018, prohibits holding or using a phone in any way while driving, including at red lights. Only completely hands-free use is permitted. Violations result in points on your license. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Yield and proceed. Option B. Complete stop, wheels fully stationary, yield before proceeding. Option C. Slow to 10 miles per hour. Option D. Stop only if traffic is present. The correct answer is B. Complete stop, wheels fully stationary, yield before proceeding. Stop signs require a complete stop at the stop line, crosswalk, or before the intersection. Check all directions carefully before proceeding. Georgia strictly enforces stop sign violations. What is Georgia's legal BAC limit for adult non-commercial drivers? Option A. 0.05%. Option B. 0.08%. Option C. 0.10%. Option D. 0.06%. The correct answer is B. 0.08%. Georgia's legal BAC limit for adult non-commercial drivers is 0.08%. For commercial drivers the limit is 0.04%. For drivers under 21, Georgia has a zero-tolerance policy. A BAC of 0.02% or higher triggers a DUI charge. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Freeway entrance. Option B. Road hazard or unusual condition ahead, slow down and be alert. Option C. Road maintenance scheduled. Option D. County line ahead. The correct answer is B. Road hazard or unusual condition ahead, slow down and be alert. Yellow diamond warning signs prepare Georgia drivers for hazards including deer crossings in North Georgia mountains, flooding near rivers, sharp curves on mountain roads, and construction zones. In Georgia, what does a super speeder designation mean? Option A. Speeding over 20 miles per hour above the limit. Option B. Driving 75 miles per hour or faster on a two-lane road or 85 miles per hour or faster on any road or highway triggers an additional $200 state fee. Option C. Only applies to repeat offenders. Option D. Criminal charge for speeding. The correct answer is B. Driving 75 miles per hour or faster on a two-lane road or 85 miles per hour or faster on any road or highway triggers an additional $200 state fee. Georgia's superspeeder law imposes an additional $200 state fee on drivers convicted of going 75 plus mph on a two-lane road or 85 plus mph on any road. Failure to pay results in license suspension. What color is the background of a regulatory sign in the U.S.? Option A. Yellow. Option B. Orange. Option C. White. Option D. Green. The correct answer is C. White. Regulatory signs in the U.S. have a white background with black or red text and symbols. They communicate laws and rules that must be obeyed: speed limits, stop, yield, no turn signs, and do not enter signs all use white backgrounds. In Georgia, what are the driving restrictions for teen drivers with a Class D license? Option A. No restrictions. Option B. No driving between midnight and 5 a.m., no more than one passenger under 21 for the first 6 months. Option C. No highway driving. Option D. No driving alone for 12 months. The correct answer is B. No driving between midnight and 5 a.m., no more than one passenger under 21 for the first 6 months. Georgia's Class D license restricts drivers under 18 from driving between midnight and 5 a.m., exceptions for work, school, emergencies. During the first 6 months, only one passenger under 21 is allowed. What does a downward pointing triangular sign with a red border mean? Option A. Road ends, stop completely. Option B. Yield slow and give right of way to cross traffic, stop only if necessary. Option C. Speed limit 25 miles per hour. Option D. End of no passing zone. The correct answer is B. Yield slow and give right of way to cross traffic, stop only if necessary. The inverted triangle, pointing down, with a red border is the yield sign. Its unique shape is instantly recognizable even before you can read the text. Slow and give the right of way, stop only if needed. In Georgia, what is the move over law requirement? Option A. Yield only to police cars. Option B. Move over one lane or slow to 10 miles per hour below the speed limit when passing stopped law enforcement, emergency, or utility vehicles. Option C. Only required on interstates. Option D. No specific requirement. The correct answer is B. Move over one lane or slow to 10 miles per hour below the speed limit when passing stopped law enforcement, emergency, or utility vehicles. Georgia's move over law requires moving one lane away from stopped law enforcement, emergency, tow, or utility vehicles with lights activated. If you cannot move over, slow to at least 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Mine entrance. Option B. Railroad crossing ahead, reduce speed and be prepared to stop. Option C. Weight restriction ahead. Option D. Restricted bridge ahead. The correct answer is B. Railroad crossing ahead, reduce speed and be prepared to stop. The round railroad advance warning sign prepares Georgia drivers for a crossing. Atlanta is a major rail hub, and freight trains are common throughout the state. Always yield to trains they cannot stop quickly. In Georgia, what happens if you refuse a breath or blood test after a DUI arrest? Option A. No penalty, it is your right. Option B. 1 year license suspension for first refusal, 3 years for second or subsequent refusal. Option C. Only a $200 fine. Option D. Automatic DUI conviction. The correct answer is B. 1 year license suspension for first refusal, 3 years for second or subsequent refusal. Georgia's implied consent law means refusing a chemical test results in an automatic 1 year license suspension for a first refusal and 3 years for subsequent refusals. This suspension is in addition to any DUI penalties. What does a yellow sign with a figure walking on steps mean? Option A. Hiking trail ahead. Option B. Pedestrian crossing, be alert for people crossing the road. Option C. School children crossing. Option D. No pedestrian, stairs only. The correct answer is B. Pedestrian crossing, be alert for people crossing the road. A yellow pedestrian crossing sign shows a walking figure and warns of a pedestrian crossing ahead. Slow down, be prepared to stop, and watch for pedestrians entering the roadway. What is Georgia's law on child passenger restraints? Option A. Children must be buckled, no specific seat requirement. Option B. Children under 8 must be in a child passenger restraint appropriate for age and size, front airbag areas prohibited for rear-facing seats. Option C. Only under 5 requires a car seat. Option D. Any type of restraint is acceptable for any age. The correct answer is B. Children under 8 must be in a child passenger restraint appropriate for age and size, front airbag areas prohibited for rear-facing seats. Georgia law requires children under 8 to be properly secured in a child passenger restraint system appropriate for their age and size. Children under age 8 should not sit in front seats with active airbags in rear-facing seats. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Road narrows. Option B. All traffic on this road travels in one direction only. Option C. Divided road ahead. Option D. No U-turns. The correct answer is B. All traffic on this road travels in one direction only. One-way signs are found on one-way streets throughout Georgia cities, including downtown Atlanta. Never drive against one-way traffic. Check for the sign when entering unfamiliar roads. In Georgia, what is the speed limit on residential streets unless otherwise posted? Option A. 25 miles per hour. Option B. 30 miles per hour. Option C. 35 miles per hour. Option D. 40 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. 30 miles per hour. Georgia's default speed limit on residential streets is 30 miles per hour. Many residential areas post lower limits, especially near schools and parks. Always follow posted signs in residential neighborhoods. What does a white rectangular sign with yield printed on it at a merge point indicate? Option A. You have right of way over merging traffic. Option B. Merging traffic must yield to you, maintain your speed. Option C. Both merge lanes yield to each other. Option D. Speed limit 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. Merging traffic must yield to you, maintain your speed. A yield sign at a merge point means the merging traffic must give way to you. Maintain your speed and position. The merging driver is responsible for finding a safe gap. However, always be prepared to adjust if a crash seems likely. In Georgia, what is the implied consent law? Option A. You agree to obey all traffic laws. Option B. Driving on Georgia roads means you consent to chemical testing if lawfully arrested for DUI. Option C. You agree to carry insurance. Option D. You consent to vehicle searches. The correct answer is B. Driving on Georgia roads means you consent to chemical testing if lawfully arrested for DUI. Georgia's implied consent law means that holding a Georgia driver's license constitutes consent to chemical testing, blood, breath, or urine, if lawfully arrested for DUI. Refusal triggers an automatic license suspension. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Detour begins. Option B. Significant curve ahead, reduce speed before reaching the curve. Option C. Wildlife crossing. Option D. One-lane road ahead. The correct answer is B. Significant curve ahead, reduce speed before reaching the curve. A yellow curve warning sign is critical on Georgia's mountain highways like US 129, the Dragon's Tail area, and the Blue Ridge Parkway approaches. Reduce speed before the curve. Excessive speed on mountain curves is deadly. In Georgia, what is the speed limit on a two-lane rural highway unless otherwise posted? Option A. 45 miles per hour. Option B. 55 miles per hour. Option C. 65 miles per hour. Option D. 60 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. 55 miles per hour. Georgia's default speed limit on two-lane rural highways is 55 miles per hour. State routes and U.S. highways through rural Georgia typically carry this limit. Always check posted signs as limits change at city limits and construction zones. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Road closed, use detour. Option B. Do not enter, one-way traffic is heading toward you. Option C. No trucks or oversized loads. Option D. Restricted government road. The correct answer is B. Do not enter, one-way traffic is heading toward you. Do not enter signs in Georgia appear at freeway off-ramps and one-way street entries. If you see this while driving forward, stop immediately. You are going against traffic. Back up safely or turn around. In Georgia, when is it legal to turn left on a red light? Option A. Never in Georgia. Option B. From a one-way street onto another one-way street, after stopping and yielding to traffic and pedestrians. Option C. Anytime the intersection is clear. Option D. On state highways only. The correct answer is B. From a one-way street onto another one-way street, after stopping and yielding to traffic and pedestrians. In Georgia, left turns on red are permitted only from a one-way street onto another one-way street, after a complete stop and yielding to all traffic and pedestrians. No sign prohibiting the turn must be present. What does a green rectangular sign with mileage information indicate? Option A. Speed limit for that section. Option B. Destination and distance guide sign shows how far to specific cities or exits. Option C. Emergency service distance. Option D. Truck weight limit. The correct answer is B. Destination and distance guide sign shows how far to specific cities or exits. Green rectangular distance guide signs on U.S. highways and interstates show destinations and distances to help drivers plan their route. In Georgia, these appear on I-75, I-85, I-285, I-20, and all major highways. What is Georgia's safe following distance recommendation? Option A. 1 second per 10 miles per hour. Option B. At least 3 seconds more on wet or icy roads, or behind large trucks. Option C. 2 car lengths at all times. Option D. Same distance as car length per 10 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. At least 3 seconds more on wet or icy roads, or behind large trucks. Georgia recommends the 3-second following distance as a minimum. In rain or on Georgia's frequently wet roads, increase to 4 to 6 seconds. Large trucks need additional space to stop. Always be ready to stop suddenly. In Georgia, what is a points reduction course? Option A. A course that removes your points record. Option B. A defensive driving course that removes up to 7 points from your license, available once every 5 years. Option C. An alcohol awareness program. Option D. A speed awareness course only. The correct answer is B. A defensive driving course that removes up to 7 points from your license, available once every 5 years. Georgia allows drivers to take an approved defensive driving course once every 5 years to reduce up to 7 points from their driving record. This helps avoid license suspension for those who have accumulated points from moving violations. What does a brown sign with a tent and tree symbol indicate? Option A. Fire danger zone. Option B. Recreational camping area or park ahead. Option C. No camping zone. Option D. Timber harvesting area. The correct answer is B. Recreational camping area or park ahead. Brown signs with recreational symbols indicate public recreation areas including campgrounds, parks, and forests. In Georgia, These direct visitors to Chattahoochee National Forest, state parks, and recreational areas. In Georgia, what is the penalty for texting while driving? Option A. A verbal warning for first offense. Option B. First offense, $50 fine and 1 point, second, $100 and 2 points, third plus, $150 and 3 points. Option C. $500 fine always. Option D. No fine, only points. The correct answer is B. First offense, $50 fine and 1 point, second, $100 and 2 points, third plus, $150 and 3 points. Georgia's hands-free law penalties: first offense $50 plus 1 point, second $100 plus 2 points, third or more $150 plus 3 points. Additionally, these violations appear on your driving record and affect insurance rates. What does a white diamond painted on the pavement in a lane indicate? Option A. No U-turns in this lane. Option B. This lane is reserved for high-occupancy vehicles, HOV, buses, or other designated users. Option C. Speed limit change lane. Option D. This is the passing lane. The correct answer is B. This lane is reserved for high-occupancy vehicles, HOV, buses, or other designated users. White diamonds painted on pavement designate reserved lanes for HOV, carpool, buses, or other specific users. Georgia I-85 and I-75 near Atlanta have HOV lanes with diamond markings. Check posted signs for occupancy requirements. In Georgia, what does it mean when school bus red lights are flashing on a 4-lane undivided highway? Option A. Only buses behind the bus must stop. Option B. All vehicles in all lanes both directions must stop until lights stop flashing and stop arm retracts. Option C. Only vehicles in the same direction must stop. Option D. Slow to 15 miles per hour and proceed carefully. The correct answer is B. All vehicles in all lanes both directions must stop until lights stop flashing and stop arm retracts. On a 4-lane undivided road in Georgia, all traffic in both directions must stop when a school bus has red flashing lights and the extended stop arm. The exception is a divided highway with a physical barrier between directions. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Emergency vehicle staging. Option B. Road hazard ahead, be prepared for unusual conditions. Option C. Truckway station. Option D. County road begins. The correct answer is B. Road hazard ahead, be prepared for unusual conditions. Yellow diamond warning signs in Georgia prepare you for local hazards including deer crossings in mountain areas, flooding near Georgia's many rivers, and construction zones along growing urban corridors. In Georgia, when must you use your vehicle's headlights? Option A. Only in complete darkness. Option B. From 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise, and whenever visibility is reduced to less than 500 feet. Option C. Only in heavy rain. Option D. Only when other drivers use theirs. The correct answer is B. From 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise, and whenever visibility is reduced to less than 500 feet. Georgia requires headlights from 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise, and whenever weather conditions reduce visibility to less than 500 feet. Georgia's frequent summer thunderstorms make this rule especially important. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Left lane closed ahead. Option B. Left turns not permitted here. Option C. Keep left for through traffic. Option D. No trucks in left lane. The correct answer is B. Left turns not permitted here. No left turn signs in Georgia prohibit turning left at that specific intersection. These are common throughout Atlanta's road network and in Georgia's growing suburban corridors where left turns create backups. In Georgia, what is the minimum age to apply for a Class D learner's permit? Option A. 15. Option B. 15 and a half. Option C. 16. Option D. 14 with parental consent. The correct answer is A. 15. In Georgia, a teen may apply for a Class CP, instructional permit, at age 15. After holding the permit for 12 months and turning 16, they may apply for a Class D license. The permit allows supervised driving only. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Begin right lane only. Option B. No passing zone begins here. Option C. Yield to oncoming traffic. Option D. Narrow bridge ahead. The correct answer is B. No passing zone begins here. The yellow pennant sign starts a no passing zone. In Georgia, these zones are common on state routes through the Appalachian foothills, Piedmont, and coastal plain where road geometry limits visibility for safe passing. In Georgia, what must you do when your vehicle is involved in a crash with property damage? Option A. Leave and call later. Option B. Stop, exchange information with the other driver, and report to police if damage exceeds $500. Option C. Call only your insurance. Option D. No requirement to stop if no injuries. The correct answer is B. Stop, exchange information with the other driver, and report to police if damage exceeds $500. Georgia law requires stopping at the scene of any crash, exchanging driver's license and insurance information, and reporting to police if damage exceeds $500 or if any person is injured. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. No trucks on this crossing. Option B. Railroad crossing ahead, slow, look, and listen before crossing. Option C. Gravel road begins. Option D. Pavement ends at bridge. The correct answer is B. Railroad crossing ahead, slow, look, and listen before crossing. The round railroad advance warning sign is found before railroad crossings throughout Georgia. Georgia has extensive freight lines. Always approach crossings with caution and be prepared to stop. In Georgia, what does failure to maintain lane mean? Option A. Driving too slowly. Option B. Driving outside your lane without signaling or safely doing so, a common violation on Georgia's curves and interstates. Option C. Not using mirrors when changing lanes. Option D. Only applies on multi-lane highways. The correct answer is B. Driving outside your lane without signaling or safely doing so, a common violation on Georgia's curves and interstates. Failure to maintain lane in Georgia means driving outside your marked lane without justification. On Georgia's winding state routes and busy interstates, staying in your lane is critical. Violations result in points on your license. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Advisory speed 65 miles per hour. Option B. Maximum speed limit 65 miles per hour. Option C. Minimum speed 65 miles per hour. Option D. Night speed limit 65 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. Maximum speed limit 65 miles per hour. A 65 miles per hour speed limit is common on Georgia's rural interstates. Georgia's mountainous north and flatlands south may have different limits. Always check posted signs as you travel through different terrain. What is Georgia's law on using the horn? Option A. Use freely to communicate. Option B. Use only when reasonably necessary to ensure safe operation, not for anger or frustration. Option C. Prohibited in all residential areas. Option D. Required when passing another vehicle. The correct answer is B. Use only when reasonably necessary to ensure safe operation, not for anger or frustration. Georgia requires horn use only when reasonably necessary for safe operation, to warn others of danger or potential collision. Using the horn in anger, frustration, or to express displeasure is inappropriate and potentially illegal. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. No passing on this road. Option B. Traffic on this road goes in one direction only. Option C. Lane closed on right side. Option D. Road merges ahead. The correct answer is B. Traffic on this road goes in one direction only. One-way signs appear at the entrances of one-way streets throughout Georgia cities. In downtown Atlanta and Savannah's historic district, many streets are one-way. Always look for this sign before turning. In Georgia, may you park within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection? Option A. Yes, only fire hydrants have parking restrictions. Option B. No parking within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection is prohibited. Option C. Only if no sign prohibits it. Option D. Only on weekends. The correct answer is B. No parking within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection is prohibited. Georgia prohibits parking within 20 feet of a crosswalk at any intersection. This space ensures pedestrians and drivers can see each other and that crosswalk users have a clear, safe path across the intersection. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Road closed for event. Option B. Do not enter, you would be going against traffic. Option C. No commercial traffic. Option D. Construction workers only. The correct answer is B. Do not enter, you would be going against traffic. Do not enter signs are placed where entering would put you in direct conflict with one-way traffic. If you see this while moving forward, you are going the wrong way. Stop and correct your direction safely. In Georgia, what does a license suspension for DUI require before reinstatement? Option A. Simply pay a fee. Option B. Completion of DUI risk reduction program, payment of reinstatement fee, and in some cases an ignition interlock device. Option C. Only pay a fine. Option D. Nothing, suspension ends automatically. The correct answer is B. Completion of DUI risk reduction program, payment of reinstatement fee, and in some cases an ignition interlock device. Georgia DUI license suspension requires completion of the DUI risk reduction program, a 20-hour education program, payment of a reinstatement fee, and for certain convictions, installation of an ignition interlock device before license can be reinstated. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Wildlife crossing area. Option B. Curve ahead, reduce speed before reaching it. Option C. Road construction zone. Option D. Divided highway ends. The correct answer is B. Curve ahead, reduce speed before reaching it. A yellow curve warning sign is critical on Georgia's mountain roads like GA17 and US 441 through the mountains. Reduce speed before the curve. In Georgia's frequent rain, curves are especially dangerous at speed. In Georgia, what does aggressive driving mean legally? Option A. Speeding over the limit. Option B. Operating a vehicle in a manner that endangers or is likely to endanger persons or property after committing 2+ traffic offenses. Option C. Only applies to road rage incidents. Option D. Only applies on interstates. The correct answer is B. Operating a vehicle in a manner that endangers or is likely to endanger persons or property after committing 2+ traffic offenses. Georgia's aggressive driving law, O. C. G. A. 40-6-397, defines it as driving in a way that endangers persons or property while intentionally committing 2 or more traffic violations. It is a misdemeanor carrying fines and points. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Stop completely and wait. Option B. Slow and give right of way, stop only if needed to yield safely. Option C. Speed limit 10 miles per hour. Option D. Prepare to merge. The correct answer is B. Slow and give right of way, stop only if needed to yield safely. Yield signs require giving the right of way without necessarily stopping. Stop only when needed for safety. Georgia's roundabouts, freeway ramps, and rural intersections frequently use yield signs. In Georgia, What is required when selling a used vehicle? Option A. Nothing, just hand over the keys. Option B. Transfer the title and complete an odometer disclosure statement. Both seller and buyer must sign the title. Option C. Only register the new owner. Option D. Provide a vehicle history report. The correct answer is B. Transfer the title and complete an odometer disclosure statement. Both seller and buyer must sign the title. When selling a vehicle in Georgia, the seller must properly sign and transfer the title to the buyer. An odometer disclosure statement is required for vehicles under 10 years old. The buyer should then title and register the vehicle in their name. Look at the sign on screen. What does this sign mean? Option A. Cyclists must use sidewalk. Option B. Bicycle lane, motor vehicles prohibited except preparing to turn right. Option C. Bicycle crossing ahead. Option D. No bikes on this road. The correct answer is B. Bicycle lane, motor vehicles prohibited except preparing to turn right. A bike lane sign marks a lane reserved for cyclists. Georgia's urban areas have expanded bike lane networks. Always be aware of cyclists in bike lanes and only enter within 200 feet of a right turn. In Georgia, what is the speed limit on an urban interstate highway unless otherwise posted? Option A. 55 miles per hour. Option B. 60 miles per hour. Option C. 65 miles per hour. Option D. 70 miles per hour. The correct answer is A. 55 miles per hour. Georgia's urban interstate speed limit is 55 miles per hour in metro areas, particularly around Atlanta on I-285, I-75, I-85, and I-20. Rural interstates are typically 65 to 70 miles per hour. Always check posted signs. In Georgia, what does a point system violation result in? Option A. No consequence for a first violation. Option B. Points accumulate on your record. 15 points in 24 months triggers suspension review for drivers over 21. Option C. Points are removed after 12 months. Option D. Only commercial drivers receive points. The correct answer is B. Points accumulate on your record. 15 points in 24 months triggers suspension review for drivers over 21. Georgia's point system assigns points to moving violations. Adult drivers who accumulate 15 or more points within 24 months face license suspension. A defensive driving course can reduce up to 7 points once every 5 years. Congratulations! You completed all 50 Georgia DMV practice questions for 2026. Subscribe to the USA Driving Test for free practice tests for all 50 states. Good luck on your exam.